Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about something that has completely transformed my life over the past 8 months. It's a journey that led me to lose nearly 80 pounds and achieve health markers I never thought possible. I'm talking about the carnivore way of eating. Now, before you click away thinking it sounds extreme, just hear me out. Give me a few minutes of your time because what I'm about to share might just change your perspective on food, health, and what your body is truly capable of. 8 months ago, I was at a crossroads. I was overweight, tired all the time, and my health was seriously suffering. The turning point for me was getting my A1C results back. For those who don't know, A1C is a measure of your average blood sugar over a few months. A healthy A1C is typically below 5.7. Mine was a staggering 12. That number was a massive wake-up call. It screamed that I was on a dangerous path and I needed to make a drastic change and fast. I had tried everything before counting calories, low-fat diets, you name it. Nothing stuck and nothing gave me the results I desperately needed. That's when I stumbled upon the carnivore diet. The concept was shockingly simple. Eat animal products, and that's it. Meat, fish, eggs, and some dairy if you tolerate it. No plants, no vegetables, no fruits, no grains, no sugar. My first thought was probably the same as yours. Is that even healthy? Where do you get your vitamins? I was skeptical, but I was also desperate. The stories I heard from others were incredible people reversing chronic conditions, losing incredible amounts of weight, and reclaiming their energy. So I decided to give it a shot. What did I have to lose? I want to be completely honest with you. My body was going through a massive adjustment period, switching from being a sugar burner to a fat burner. I experienced what many call the keto flu, headaches, fatigue, and cravings. It felt like my body was fighting me every step of the way, screaming for the carbs and sugar it was used to. But I pushed through, and on the other side of that initial struggle, something amazing began to happen. The first and most obvious benefit was the weight loss. It felt like the fat was just melting off me. And this wasn't the kind of weight loss where I felt weak or deprived. I was eating until I was full, enjoying delicious, fatty cuts of steak, bacon, and eggs. The pounds just kept dropping off, week after week. In 8 months, I've lost nearly 80 pounds. For the first time in my adult life, I'm not constantly thinking about my weight or feeling ashamed of my body. But the weight loss, as incredible as it is, isn't even the best part. Let's go back to that scary A1C number. After just 6 months of eating this way, I went back to the doctor for a follow-up. My A1C had gone from a 12 down to a 4.9. A 4.9. That's not just an improvement. That's the A1C of a perfectly healthy individual with no signs of blood sugar issues. My doctor was absolutely stunned. I had effectively reversed my trajectory towards serious chronic disease through diet alone. This, for me, is the single most powerful testament to the healing power of this way of eating. Let's talk about some of the benefits that I never even expected. First, my energy levels are through the roof. I used to rely on caffeine and sugary snacks to get through the afternoon slump. Now, I have stable, consistent energy from morning until night. I wake up feeling refreshed, not groggy. That constant brain fog I used to live with, it's completely gone. My mind feels sharper and clearer than ever before. This mental clarity has been a game changer for my work and my overall quality of life. Another huge benefit has been the complete elimination of cravings. I used to be a slave to my sugar addiction. I was always thinking about my next snack, my next sweet treat. Now, those cravings are just gone. When you fuel your body with nutrient-dense animal foods, you give it everything it needs. You feel satisfied and satiated. The constant battle with food, the guilt, the binging, it's all a thing of the past. Food is now simply fuel, and I enjoy it without the emotional baggage. It's an incredible sense of freedom. My digestion has also improved dramatically. I used to suffer from bloating, gas, and general discomfort after almost every meal. I just assumed that was normal. On the carnivore diet, all of that disappeared. By removing the plant-based irritants, fiber, and anti-nutrients that my body was struggling to process, I gave my gut a chance to heal. Now, digestion is a non-issue. It's smooth, predictable, and completely painless. And what about my skin and inflammation? I've always had issues with skin flare-ups and general joint pain that I just chalked up to getting older. Within a few months of going carnivore, my skin cleared up completely. The aches and pains in my knees and back that I used to feel every single morning, gone. This way of eating is profoundly anti-inflammatory. By removing sugar, industrial seed oils, and processed foods, you remove the primary drivers of inflammation in the modern diet. Now, I know the common questions. What about vitamins? Don't you need fiber? Isn't all that red meat bad for you? I've dived into the research, and what I've found is that animal products, especially from well-raised animals, are the most nutrient-dense and bioavailable foods on the planet. Organ meats like liver are nature's multivitamins, packed with everything you need. The idea that we need massive amounts of fiber for a healthy gut is also being challenged by new science and thousands of personal anecdotes like mine. My journey is my own, and I'm not a doctor. I'm just a regular person who found something that worked when nothing else did. This way of eating has given me my health back. It has given me my life back, going from an A1C of 12 to 4.9 in 6 months, and losing. It has about simplifying your diet down to the essentials and giving your body the species-appropriate fuel it has been craving. If you're struggling with your weight, with your health, with a feeling of being stuck, I encourage you to just look into it. Do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. Read the books, listen to the podcasts, and see if it resonates with you. It might sound radical, but the results can be radically positive. For me, it was the best decision I ever made. I feel better at my age now than I did in my 20s, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds. Thanks so much for listening to my story today. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to follow along on my journey, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be sharing more updates, what I eat in a day, and tips for anyone curious about trying this for themselves. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.